Yes. Hello, hello, everyone. I know it's late, but if you're up, join in, join in. So, I'm just going to talk for a minute and let you know this is day number 4 of Dr. Shamika Dean's live YouTube challenge. And again, I'm here and I'm excited about it. If you're on here, just say hi, say hey, uh, just type in the comments so that I know that you're with me. And so again, I'm doing Dr. Shamika Dean's live YouTube challenge. And if you want to know more about her, check her out on YouTube, check her out in her Next Level Business Academy videos. Definitely follow her on Facebook and Instagram. Awesome, awesome person. All right. So, again, if you're here, just say hi. Hey, I see you, Raphaela. Let me know that you're here. And we're just going to get started. So, again, I'm Raphaela Browne. I am the catalyst coach for female executives and CEO. What I do is I turn their stress into relief, into strategies, and even opportunities. So, today, even before I get started, if you could like, share, and if you haven't yet, subscribe to this channel. And also, if you're catching the replay, definitely type in the comments replay so I know that you watched this, so I know that you were here. And also, if something resonates with you, leave a comment. So let's get started. So today's topic is about the problem I have with faking it to make it. Yes, I have a problem with that phrase. And so we're going to dive deeply into this and really talk about it. And so in general, I've heard this phrase used in the workplace, used by leaders to share with their team and colleagues. And when people come to you with problems, there's this blanket statement that's used: fake it until you make it. And as you can see, it gets all the way under my skin. All right, all the way under. And so the problem I have with this is that I've seen people who reached out to their managers, their directors for support, help, and guidance, and in a way so they can learn and grow and build their confidence. And then I'm thinking about sometimes even with women in the workplace, especially if it's a male dominated culture, this phrase is given to them as some sort of band-aid of some sort of raft, to help them navigate this environment. And when I hear this phrase, what I get from it is you're telling someone to be something that they're not. You're telling them to, act a certain way so they can fit in, so they can blend in with what everyone else is doing. And the problem I have with this phrase, it's such a surfacey type of solution. And yes, I did just make up that word. It's such a surfacey type of solution. And what I mean by that is it does not get to the core of what the problem is, right? It doesn't offer a solution that provides a sustainable result and really help the person who's reaching out, who's in need, who wants support, who wants help. And so, and let me check my notes. That's what I'm doing if you see me looking over here. And again, you're asking someone to show up in a way where they're not utilizing their strengths and they're not being authentic. And you're asking them to show up a way that is not their own. And so to you, and what I want to offer you is something that you can use that's different. And so what you should do instead is, instead of faking it to make it, learn what your strengths are. Embrace it. Embrace your strengths. Embrace it. And I want to keep saying it because you may be aware of your strengths, but you feel like it's not good enough. You might be looking at somebody else and you're saying, well, what they got is better. Learn what your strengths are, embrace it, and use it to your advantage. And what I mean by this, and I'll give you an example, and this is for my fellow introverts, right? So my fellow introvert leaders who are working in an extroverted workplace where it's a highly collaborative, heavy meeting culture type of environment, and you're required and encouraged and to be on all the time, to just be ready and in it and contribute and talk. And sometimes when you're in that type of environment, it's a bit much, you know? You want to have a space where you can be thoughtful, intentional, and be prepared. And so some things that I suggest, especially in these type of workplace, is if you're in a heavy meeting culture, if they send out an agenda ahead of the meeting, use that to prepare. Use that to write your comments and questions so you can come to the meetings prepared and comfortable, and able to speak to what's going on. Also, if this is a place that doesn't send out an agenda to the meeting and they just jumping in during the meeting and talking, make the request, right? Use that to your advantage. Make a request and ask like, hey, can we get an agenda going? Can you send this out before the meeting? Maybe this is something they never thought about. Maybe this is what they're used to. And so you presenting that is helpful, not only for you, but for them to get some organization and structure. Okay. And also, I know during meetings, sometimes they want you to jump in and talk. If you don't have any feedback in the moment, you can always ask or talk to someone and say, hey, I really need a moment to process everything, but I'll send you my feedback before the end of the day. I'll email it to you. You always have options in that way. So again, use your strengths, embrace it, and use it to your advantage. The next thing that you can do, instead of faking it to make it, is you can increase your skills in that area, whether that's taking a class, taking a course, reading, practicing, getting support, getting a mentor, a coach, whomever. Whatever it is that you need to do to increase your abilities, which in turn will increase your confidence, then do that. Do that than showing up in a way that is not authentic. It's best to put in the effort and the energy to learn and to gain those skills than to pretend that you're someone else, to pretend that you're acting like when you really don't know. And what that does is it takes away your fear that you have of showing up as a fraud or imposter, and really gives you all the tools that you need to operate in your zone of who you are. Lastly, overall, in choosing not to fake it to make it, you become more of you. You become more of who you are. You are able to tap into your God-given gifts and talents that you have, nobody else has, but that you have. And so when you operate fully in that thing and you are all the way in the zone, it's the best feeling ever, right? So you're not only showing up more confident, but you are communicating more effectively. You are also modeling for your colleagues and for your team how to do this. And you're no longer trying to adopt or take on someone else's abilities and skills. Okay. So that is pretty much all I have. I really encourage you to think about this, right? Think about this whole phrase of faking it to make it, and really look at how you can increase your abilities and skills so you can show up as who you are. So that's it for this evening, or actually this late night. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. Again, if you're here, like, subscribe, or share this video if you know someone who could benefit from just hearing this message so they can build up their confidence and being more of who they are in the workplace. Also, subscribe to my channel. And I think I just said that. Subscribe to my channel, but also follow me on Instagram. That is where I live. That is where I hang out. Would love to connect with you there. And I'm also going to leave in my notes a link for you to sign up for my mailing list. I like to provide you with tools, skills, and more resources to support you. So that is all for this evening. I'll chat with you soon. Take care.